The penultimate episode, episode 9 Monster, promises to be one that will set up more than just what's to come in the season finale, but maybe for season 2 and the whole Power universe as a whole. So in this video, I'm diving deep on what we could expect for episode 9, so welcome back to MovieBot. Let's talk about Power Book 2 Ghost, episode 9. So I hope you all had a great Christmas, and for those who may have missed my video yesterday, I released a video on Tommy Egan and how he could potentially make his comeback in Power Book 2 Ghost, and generally just talking all things Power Book 4 Force as well. So I'll link the video down below for those who may have missed it, and if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, remember to smash the subscribe button. But today it's all about the penultimate episode, Monster. So let's start with episode 9's description, which reads, after the head-on collision of Tariq's world at homecoming, the campus is hot, causing problems as he tries to settle on debts. But Monet doesn't like problems or excuses, willing to do what's necessary to get her business back in order, and the contentious climate on campus forces Jabari and Carrie to educate students on the parallels between Frankenstein and their current environment. Tariq is concerned with who he is and who he's becoming, and as Tasha's trial takes a turn, she's concerned with her role in her son's education. So that's episode 9's description, and some of you may actually remember I made reference to something in particular a few weeks ago when the titles of the episodes were revealed, and that was Frankenstein. So let's talk about Frankenstein and the correlation to this episode's title, Monster, and why does Frankenstein exactly create the monster? He believed by creating this monster he can discover the secrets of life and death. He wants to achieve something great, even if it comes at a great cost. And he gave several accounts of his ambition, and it comes from Frankenstein as he's desperate to renew life because he's still grieving for his mother because she dies shortly after he starts to study science. Now everything I've just spoken about in the correlation to Monster also relates to Tariq St. Patrick. We see Effie calling Tariq a monster in the episode 9's teaser and tells him that the sooner you accept it, the better off you'll be, and Tariq wants to achieve something great even if it comes at a great cost. And it's funny that in the story of Frankenstein that his mother dies, because this is exactly what I believe Tariq needs to turn into, an absolute savage. He loves his mother and it would take a lot out of him and really turn him into a savage if she was to die. Kind of like how we saw Drew turn into a monster the moment Lil Guap had his gun to Zeke's knee. So when your back is up against the wall, which I think we'll see Tariq's back up against the wall in this episode, then we will see what he's really made of, because there was an image that was released by Stars when they were promoting the Stars app, and it looks like Tariq and Diana are being shot at. There's some sort of gunfight. Now one person I'm going to be ruling out is Tommy, because he moves by himself. When it comes to kills and the murder game, he runs solo. So I don't think it's Tommy, and I don't think it's 2-Bit either, because I don't think he's stupid enough to follow Tariq and be in the middle of a shootout, be shooting at someone that's paying him big stacks for doing nothing. Tariq is bringing 2-Bit his bread, so why would 2-Bit be the one shooting at them? 2-Bit's also smart. After seeing someone try and kill Tariq, he'll most likely be careful about being seen with Tariq or rolling with him, but I wouldn't bet against 2-Bit helping Tariq. The most likely and the most logical people it could be is DC Joe's people, who Monet shot and killed. Drew and Tariq made his killing look like a robbery gone wrong and shot him in the head, but I'm sure his people know better than that. So could we meet Rico in this episode and his people? Now we still haven't been introduced to two characters, and that's Jackie Long and Lars Alonso. So let's talk about Lars Alonso for a minute, because he is one character I'm excited to see. But from what we've seen in the episode 9 teaser, he looks like he's going to be a detective. He's going to be up at Stansfield questioning the professors, because although Stansfield may have just threw out a story of a student being drunk who fell into a pool, Lars Alonso's character, Sam Santana, he knows better. He knows it was no accident, and I've had quite a few comments saying 2-Bit's heading back to jail because Tariq only cleaned one side of the pipe. But the thing is, how does Tariq know which side of the pipe to clean? I really don't see them releasing 2-Bit only for him to be put back into jail, considering he's brought Book 2 alive, given the original power feels to the show, and I really do believe the whole purpose of freeing 2-Bit from prison was because he's the one person that could give Tommy Egan a call and have the connection with him that could potentially bring him back to Power Book 2 Ghost and back to New York, something I'll touch on later on in the video, so make sure you guys stick around to the end. Now what about Jackie Long's character? Could we finally see Jackie Long? Could he be Rico? What kind of character is he going to play? Could he have any connections to anyone? This is one we're going to have to park, and one that could play in either episode 9 or episode 10, because there's not much information about Jackie Long's character as of yet. But let's move on and talk a little about Kane Tejada, because he'll definitely be playing a real part after he got thrown out of the Tejada household. He wants to run the streets, but with what product? With who as his supplier? This is where it gets interesting, because Tariq can't sell at Stansfield because of Kane, so where can he sell? in the streets. At some point, I do believe Kane has to have a showdown with Tariq. It's inevitable. Kane believes that Tariq is the reason why he's been shut out by Monet and the Tahadas. He really feels jealous about the way Monet is treating Tariq because that's the way he wants to be treated. And Tariq's an important part of the family now, and Kane's actions haven't helped the situation as he continues to add fuel to the fire, and his actions of putting out a hit on Tariq with the use of the GTG crew is out of desperation and jealousy. And Courtney Kemp even spoke about the previous episode, explained why Kane put out the hit on Tariq. It comes down to Kane believing that if he was to eliminate Tariq, then his mother will need him again, but it did the complete opposite, and it made the situation much worse with Monet. So due to Kane's actions, Monet now won't be able to trust her own son, and with Diana telling Kane that he's no longer welcome there, it really put Kane in a limbo as he was told to get rid of the GTG when Drew told him to body the Guaps. But Kane's out for himself. He has and always been out for himself, and he's got a soldier out of it, which is how Courtney Kemp explained it. But can Kane trust his soldier Lil Guap? In my opinion, he should have been bodied a few episodes ago, and Kane, he acts on emotion. No doubt he will do when making some decisions in these two coming episodes. And let's talk a little about Monet now, because no doubt she is going to show a cold side to her. She already did in the last episode with her shutting out Kane, and I think it will continue into episodes 9 and 10. And this is something I'm looking forward to seeing because I've been wanting to see Monet show this side to her, and I hope it's something that continues. There's a few other storylines that may play out in episode 9 that's worth looking out for. One of them being Tariq's bloody shirt that he had after he helped Drew get rid of DC Joe's body, Tariq's missing gun that Diana took. Although I think that missing gun has just been brushed under the carpet now. I'm not sure whether we'll see this play a part, but the bloody shirt may well do, and could we see maybe Effie getting rid of this for him? Let's talk about some major deaths, because I do believe some deaths are coming. I think Lil Guap's fate is sealed, and at first I didn't think Tariq would catch a body this season, but as the season has progressed, I really do think he could be the one that could kill Lil Guap, after maybe Kane sending him to kill Tariq, because Kane isn't stupid enough to go after Tariq himself now. And I still do get that feeling that something could happen to Trace Weston as well, either in the form of, I don't know, maybe a overdose, or something may still happen to him, with him being in the wrong place at the wrong time and him catching a bullet. But everything that happens in episodes 9 and the ending itself will most definitely end on a cliffhanger in the lead up to Heart of Darkness episode 10, as well as continuing to season 2. And could we really see Tommy return? Is this the episode where it could really happen? I would love nothing more for them to just tease Tommy's return with his Mustang in the very last moments, because it really would make everybody go crazy. And with that being said, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section about your predictions for episode 9. Could we see a major death or a couple of deaths? Drop me your thoughts and comments down below on who you think could potentially die and why. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see everything from Power Universe news to review and recaps and storyline breakdowns, then remember to smash the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.